morning, guys. My name is Andre, and I'm doing a new video today. Today is Wednesday. Today I'm trying to explain or give my opinion about my first month on CX, on Courier Exchange. Right, so my opinion is that it depends where you live. It depends how much you want to work. It depends how willing you are to drive every day. Depends how much do you want to earn per day. Depends on a lot of things, but I will say you can make it full-time, and I think you should, because you are paying loads of money for this kind of job. You are paying lots of money for insurance, you are paying lots of money for the membership, and it's just mind-blowing that you couldn't make this as a full-time, comparing with how much money you are paying for it. It's just crazy, because you are investing about 10k, including the van and including other stuff, and you are leaving your main job to do this as a full-time job. That's the only way, because you can't have another job and try to do this one, because it's impossible. It's not even worth it. So you can make it full-time. I'm not saying no, but you really have to work hard and drive long hours. If you ask me if it's worth it, I'll say yes, but it really depends on where you live. If you live near London, I'm pretty sure there's jobs out there. If you live near Birmingham, Coventry, Milton Keynes, Leicester, yes, that's worth it. I believe Leeds as well. It's a good town, city. Leeds, Manchester. That's from what I've heard. I live near Coventry and Birmingham, Northampton. So I do find and see jobs pretty much every day. I see at least 20-30 jobs per day. That's on a weekday, from Monday to Friday, because on the weekends I do see jobs, and I've done 2 jobs on a weekend, but they're a bit more rare, and sometimes they're a bit more difficult because the factories are closed, and if the shipper doesn't tell you that, then you have to go in by yourself with a car hidden in some lost shed, because that's what happened to me. I'll tell you. So it was Sunday. I didn't want to do any work, but I saw a job. It was from my town, from Rugby to Milton Keynes, so that's about 50 miles, or 40-50 miles. I quoted 60 pounds, or I think it was 6 or 65 pounds. I was like, you know what, it's Sunday, it's close to me, it's only 1 hour away and 1 hour to come back, or a bit less than that. I'll say yes, why not? I quoted, they called me, everything is fine. I got there. I've been there before, so I knew that where was the collection point. I knew everything pretty much. So when I got there, it was closed. The gate was closed, which is usually open. The gate to get inside the main yard to get to the collection door. So I was like, okay, what I'm doing now? I called them, and there was this lady, which I think she was new or something, because for pretty much half an hour she was trying to explain me that there's a building there's a building, and I have to go to that small building to get to the collection point. And I pretty much tried to explain to her, look lady, I try to be the nicest person, because I'm usually nice. I don't shout, I don't, I'm not angry all the time. I said to her, there's a small building next to the main building, but that's outside the gate. And she was trying to explain to me, no, the building has like a corridor, and you have to go through that corridor. I went to the back side. It's been about 25 minutes now. I was trying not to lose it, but I almost lost it. And then she told me she's going to give me her supervisor or someone, and literally like that, in a minute, the guy told me, look, there's a building there. I'll give you a code, and on that small building, shed, room, whatever was that, there's a cupboard, and in that cupboard there's a card. I was like, oh wow, okay. No one told me that for almost half an hour. I got that card. I opened the gate. I went inside, and I don't know, when the gate is closing or it's opening, it makes like a beeping sound, right? And when I was coming back from the building after I took the goods, there was that noise saying, like there was the noise beeping, right? Because the gate was closing, I had to open it again. And the lady on the phone was like, Andre, what is that? What is that? I'm saying, relax, it's just the gate closing. Ah, okay. Yeah. So I've lost half an hour just because they did not tell me that there's a card which I need to get in. So yeah, that was a bit, not waste of time, because I still got the money, right? I still got the job. But for half an hour, no one told me there's a card. And bear in mind, before I took the job, in the notes who didn't say nothing about that card or about that room which I have to get in to get the card. I did expect, the thing was that even though it was a Sunday, I did expect that someone will be there for some reason. That was in my head. But still, to wait half an hour for someone else to tell me that there's a card which I need to get in, which helps me to get in, that wasn't good for me. Because I just lost half an hour of my time from Sunday. I've still done the job. I've still delivered the parts. But yeah, since then, I haven't done any job on a Sunday or Saturday, especially from that shipper. I'm not saying now that she was at fault, because I did ask her if she ever done that before, and she said no. She said she had no idea. But in the same time, I think they should be more prepared, because they knew it's a Sunday. So yeah. So let's close this. Now let's go back to my opinion on the first month. I will say it's good. I will say you can make money on it. I will say you can get okay money on it. It really depends. I believe that you need customers. You need your own customers. That's from what I've heard from other people who are doing CX on YouTube, and they are showing their opinions. And I can see why, because sometimes there are days when sometimes it's hard to get jobs. And if you do get jobs, they are good jobs, 100 miles, 200 miles. But you have to think how much you are investing in it, because you are investing a lot in this app. And sometimes it's not giving you the outcome you'll believe, and sometimes it's not giving you the outcome you should receive. And that's sad, because you are investing thousands of pounds. But I've just started, so maybe it will get better. It's still okay now. I'm not saying there's no jobs or there's no money to be made, because there are. I'll say there's a good thing in it, because when I made my membership, they gave me 3 months extra. Yeah, so they gave me a 3 months extra and about 200 or 300 pounds off. So that's because I asked, and I said, look, maybe it's a bit too much, 2,400 pounds, just like that. And they say, yeah, no problem, we can give you a small offer. I was like, yeah, great, why not? But you have to take in consideration that you're gonna drive long hours. So if you don't like driving, or if you don't like driving a lot of hours, this is not for you. This is not for you if you wanna have a stable schedule. If you wanna only work like 6 to 2 or 9 to 5, or this kind of jobs, this kind of program, yeah, this is not for you. Because I have days when I start at 7, 8, or maybe even 6, and I come home around 6, 7. Or I have days when I start at 9, 10, and I finish at 6, 5. It varies. You never know where you're gonna end up. That's the thing. But I do enjoy driving. I like driving. I like seeing new towns, new cities. Uh, I like everything what's new for me. So it really depends on how you are as a person. At the moment, for me, it's worth it, and I like it. I enjoy it. Yes, there's some difficulties. There's days when you're gonna be stressed because you are not finding jobs or they are not calling you. Because there are jobs, but some shippers, not all of them, some shippers prefer to pay the cheapest ones. They don't bother. They just want to make it to be done, and that's it. And there are some shippers which they want to make sure that the drivers are wearing the correct PPs, they are having the correct the right insurances, they are having a good van, tidy van. They want to make sure everything is fine, and they are willing to pay a bit more. So there's that angle of the van where you can see on the left. That's the only thing which I don't like on a van. You have to go in a certain way, or you have to go, creep. You have to go in forward to see in the mirror. So yes, there are days when I'm quoting like 10 I'm having like 10 quotes and no one is calling me. But I always try, even though I have a small van and sometimes there are small packages, I always try to get at least 95p. I never try to go lower than 90p per mile, because if you go less than 90p per mile, especially if there's like 100 or 200 miles, it's not really worth it. And I will say one thing which I've learned in this month, that the small jobs, the ones which are like 30 miles, those are the worst ones, because I mean, not all of them, but some of them, they are just a headache. I just don't know why. It just happens. Right. So my opinion, just to be clear, is yes, for me it's worth it. Maybe for you it's not going to be worth it. It really depends. But there are jobs out there you can make money. It really depends where you end up. If you drive 300 miles away, it's more than likely that you're not gonna find any job. I don't know. It depends. It really depends. It's really weird, because when you are paying 2,500 pounds for a membership on an app, and I don't know how much more for a van and for insurances, you'll expect, right, to be that there should be jobs. You'll expect to make decent money every week, every month. You will expect that, right? Well, not every time. So yeah, this is it. That's my opinion. I'm very curious what is your opinion on it. If you are on it, if you are doing CX, I'm very curious what is your opinion. So if you wanna lay out your opinion, you can do it in the comment section. Thank you and see you later.